Hordecast Live, where we interview all the underground people that make the underground, including the fans. Now, the fans also have their own projects, including our guest today, who I cannot do justice. So I'm going to give Jake a solo camera so he can introduce himself. Go ahead, Jake.
I think he ran away.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It is me, your homie, Jake Juggalo, and welcome to the Hordecast Live. It's me, your homie, Jake Juggalo. What up, y'all?
There you go. See, he's got the golden voice, and we've been saying that since we met Jake, that he's got a golden voice, even though he's from the Netherlands and he speaks Dutch as his native tongue. This man can spew out English.
Oh yes,
like a radio,
like a professional.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's the first thing I'd like to ask you, Jake. Where did you come up with the your impression of basically English that you use? Because I'm assuming it's your voice, how you project English, but where did you come up with the whole television voice? Because when you speak Dutch, it isn't exactly the same.
No, that's true. When I speak Dutch, my whole volume changes, of course. But I decided to choose this type of volume, this type of bass when I speak. I chose it because it's a type of voice that people will actually listen to.
What up, bro? Bro from the Row Show.
It is that type of voice that whenever you hear it, you go, oh shit, there he is. It is the same with that movie trailers. In a world where people no longer exist. Coming soon to a theater near you. You know, that type of voice. It is a type of voice. It immediately cracks your ear holes. And you sit and you listen and you pay attention. So that is basically why I chose this type of voice.
So it a lot of inspiration from the movie trailer voice that TNA took after years and years and years and gave him some work. Like that was kind of an inspiration for drawing people's attention.
No, basically it is the way Batman speaks. When you hear Bruce Wayne, his voice is different. When he turns into Batman, his voice becomes different.
You mean you're not Batman?
Maybe.
I've never seen you and Bruce Wayne in the same place.
I was going to say the same thing.
Exactly. It is. You only see me like this. You don't ever see me without this. So I could just be standing next to you at the grocery store and handing you a ticket or giving you 50 cents or whatever. You never know.
Yeah, and you're also Batman all at the same time.
Yeah, well, it is nighttime. So after this Hordecast, I have to go back outside, all the area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see Baroness is in the chat.
Oh, what up, Baroness?
Yep.
Out there keeping the Netherlands safe at night. A scholar and a saint.
Yes, indeed.
He's a scholar and a saint. There you go. Unlike his arch nemesis, but sometimes bedfellow, and not in a weird way, Bane Pope.
It might be a weird way.
No, trust me. That would be considered incest. So, no, we're not bedfellows. We're blood related, but that's just about it, And I don't want to talk about it.
So in the family line of Jake Juggalo, you have your older brother who is who doesn't need to wear a mask, but he also has won wrestling belts over there in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, legit wrestling belts, and he is a bit of a prick. I mean, I'm talking like the kind of prick that, and I mean this in a nice way, because I don't want him coming after me. He's kind of like a jerk, like, he bullies you because he wants you to be tougher.
No,
right?
no, yeah, well, growing up with my big brother, Yes, he is bigger than me. He's somewhat tougher than me, and yes, he went into the wrestling industry, and he actually wrestled many, many matches for real, and won belts, lost belts. And yeah, they call him Mr. Destructo. D stands for Destructo, and that is actually what he does. He can be a nice guy outside of the ring, but once that bell goes ding, 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 he turns into this monster, Mr. Destructo, and he beats the ever living hell out of you. And every time when I had to join him on the road to watch him wrestle, I had to be his little test dummy puppet, for whenever to get ready to actually have a match. And yeah, I got beaten down, I got kicked down, I got choked out every now and then, and I got to kick his ass every now and then. But you never see that because that shit happens backstage. But once he goes in the ring, oh my God, he turns into a monster and he shows the people and the opponent why he is called Mr. Destructo. So yeah, family, it's a tough road. It's you don't choose your family members. You're gonna have to deal with it.
So is Bane Pope, since he's blood related, does that make him younger than yourself, or still another older sibling?
No, he was older than me.
He.
Older than me.
Okay, so you're the baby.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I'm the youngest one.
And Bane Pope has a very nihilist way of looking at things, I guess. I mean, he's more deadpan than deadpan.
Oh yeah.
Darker than dark. I mean, this guy, he laughs at children getting thrown in rivers, for Christ's sake.
Well, who doesn't?
Oh yes.
I mean,
yes, he does.
I mean,
the fact that we are still alive, that's a goddamn miracle.
I know in the past there was I think it was close to a year ago, possibly within a year, you three took a picture together.
Yeah.
And that's been like the last family photo that you guys probably, I don't know if you guys will do another one, but I mean, it was kind of epic to see the three of you all in one skit, as it were, or episode. That was at the end of a professional show episode, which I was getting to.
Yes.
You do run a show, the professional show, but before we get into that, I was kind of segueing into that, talking about how you got the voice and things down. You seem well educated, sir. Is there any kind of did you go to college at all? Did you, how'd you learn how to speak different languages? Because you say you speak like several languages.
Yes. Well, I learned English at school like any other normal kid would do. And when I was younger, my mental health, my mental physique wasn't always agreeing with me. So I went into the hospital, out of the hospital, in and out, in and out, in and out. And so the times that I was at home, I watched a lot of TV, a lot of television series, a lot of animation series, and most of them were always in English. So what I did as a youngster, I started listening how they speak, what are they talking about, and I tried to copy whatever it is that they say, what they said. And yeah, as a kid, you have your action, you got your toys, so you start playing with the toys and you start blah 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 blah. Blah. We all been there as a kid. So through all of that, I started learning English mostly from TV by watching television series and cartoons. As I got older, at school, they started learning English as well, learning how to speak it, how to write it. So it's basically because of that.
Gotcha.
Same way you did, bootleg.
Nuh-uh. That's purely speculation. Rumor and innuendo. I was not sat in front of a television and told to watch TV while my parents partied through the 80s. All right?
Go play with your friends.
You know, I didn't come out of the house smelling like cigarettes and beer, even though I didn't smoke or drink. Come on now.
You had 1 and 1 at your birthday parties, don't lie.
Yeah, they let me have 1 and 1 every birthday party. Yep, that's true. You know, just to grow some hair on my chest. That's how that works.
I just want to show.
You had wieners and cake and ice cream for your birthday party.
He likes to show off his shirts. Hold on, let me give you full screen there.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Is that Bane?
No, that's Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, and Cody Rhodes. I got you.
Ooh, bionic elbows.
Before you go, who's no longer at AEW anymore?
Oh yeah.
This shirt is a classic. They don't sell them no more.
He's got a collection too that we will get to. Myself, I've got my Flapjack Wilson on. I know I had Jake Juggalo on, so I had some Juggalo shit on today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This motherfucker's got some weed shit on. But it matches your shit. That's dope.
Yeah, I decided to put this shirt on because, come on, everybody likes a lucha, Unless your name is Killer City Crusher, who ain't here. But it's okay.
Body Rot says he learned it from the XXX movies.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the ones that you snuck into the booth for and you paid $0.25 to see like 5 minutes of it?
No, it's the scrambled, the ones with the scrambled picture.
Where you try
and every now and then you'll catch a nipple as it does the fucking weird shit, because you didn't pay for that channel, but you can still kind of watch it.
You can kind of hear a moan every once in a while,
Well, fun fact, Killer. Fun fact. Here in the Netherlands, we had the same. During midnight, you have one type of channel that has all the channels. All of the channels in tiny little cube forms, all on the screen. And you got all of the TV channels. They're like that, here. And then you had one little cube. That was the X-rated TV channel, that you had to pay for it. In the Netherlands, we call that FilmNet, MovieNet, which you had to pay for it. It was like the prequel of Netflix that we have right now. But back in the day, you had that one. And you had this little cube, and every now and then at midnight, you see that little cube, you see a little static wavings, little rainbow colors, all type of colors and shit. And then every now and then, you have clear screen. Then you get to see it. Then you get to
stay up all night for that one little second of nipple.
Yeah. Then you see a little bit of action. And then, you go static again. Like, fuck, that was. But that was part.
Yeah, we had that channel here as a kid as well. Yeah, that I guess it was a worldwide channel.
FilmNet. Yes.
Maybe.
So the chat, Killer City Crusher says I wasn't invited.
Oh. Well, that's because of Bootleg. He runs this channel, not me. I'm just a guest. Good sir. Where's my?
I had the Crusher on here before.
Oh, you can invite him. It's okay. I'm a good man. I can talk to each and every one. I don't judge.
What, does the Crusher want to come on here and talk some shit? Tell us.
I judge everyone.
That's good.
You want to throw your
mostly bootleg.
You want to jump on here and cut a promo on Jake Juggalo live? I like that bucket hat. That's a nice bucket hat.
Go ahead. I got my JCW lunacy bucket hat on. Bring it. I'm ready.
Yeah, dude. JCW's been killing it lately, man. They've been having good turnout on their shows.
Hell yeah! Don't talk about episode 4. I still have to see that one. I've been a little bit busy.
I was going to bring up, but yeah, I won't talk about it since you ain't seen it. But yeah, again. Moving on to things in the interview here. I was going to say, how did you discover the underground? Like, I know, like most of us, you were probably listening to metal and stuff before you found ICP or whatever. But like, how did you? Where were you in the Netherlands when you found Juggalo shit? And how did you discover the Juggalo scene over there which
Oh.
you ended up becoming a part of.
Oh, I remember it well. I remember it well. It was back in 1997. We had TMF, also known as the Music Factory. That is like the Dutch version of MTV. It's a television station that airs out music videos, different type of music videos, and every Friday, Thursday, Friday, you have like a metal evening, like metal music, hard rock, metal, Metallica, all the good stuff. And then, no, yes, it was an TMF and on MTV Headbangers Ball. Yes, on TMF they showed for the very first time Halls of Illusion by ICP back in 1997. And I was into metal, I was into metal. And I saw that video for the very first time. I was like, what the heck is this? What am I watching? Who are these guys? What's
Who are
going
these
on?
fucking clowns?
Who are these clowns? Exactly. Back in the day, I had a clown phobia. I fucking hated clowns. I couldn't stand clowns, because of my medical condition back in the day when I was in the hospital. I fucking hated clowns. Then I saw these two guys. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Who are these people? And remember, back in 1997, there wasn't really an internet. I didn't have internet. I didn't have a computer. I had nothing. So I had to go to special music stores in the Netherlands. There was this one type of music store that was specialized in ordering CDs from overseas. There was only one store. One store. So I went there and I asked him, I said, I'm looking for a type of CD. And he asked me, he said, what's the name of the band? I said, the name of the band is called Insane Clown Posse. And the album, I said, I have no idea what the title of the album is. I only know one song, Halls of Illusion. So he typed it in and he found it. He says, Insane Clown Posse. They got 4 albums. I said, which one? He says, Carnival of Carnage, Ringmaster, Riddlebox, and The Great Malenko. Then he asked me, which album would you like me to order for you? And I looked at him and I said, all. Order them all. Just by listening to one song. One song. I said, order all these albums. And back in the day, we did not have euros. We had guilders. Guilders. There was a different currency. And there were like 50 guilders back in the day, which was quite a lot because nowadays a music album is like what, 20, 25 $25 or something, maybe less.
Yeah.
So back in the day, it was double. I said, order all 4 of them. I got them. I listened to all of them, and I was like, holy fuck. Later on, MTV, Headbangers Ball, and we got how many times? Hocus Pocus. And I was like, holy fuck, there's more videos of these guys. And I wanted to know more about this, but because I didn't have no internet, I had to go the old-fashioned way, searching in musical magazines, trying to find out if there's anything about Insane Clown Posse over here in the Netherlands. Lo and behold, turned out they toured here back in 97 at the Dynamo Festival, which is a music festival. I missed it. I was like, fuck, I wish I could have been there. But they had they had an interview. You can find it on YouTube where they are at the TMF and they got interviewed by one of the co-hosts over there. And that was during the Dynamo Festival. Violent J still had his dreadlocks, and Shaggy just had his dreadlocks cut off. And It was a beautiful interview, but because of that, that got me into ICP by one fucking song. Also,
Yeah.
the guitar solo was played by Slash, so I like gift in heaven. I need this. I want this.
Right, right. It hit your soul. Like it affected you in a way that no other song or music hit you.
Like a
I'll tell
bullet.
you. Yeah, that's how I felt. The first ICP song that I heard that hit me real hard was "Pass the Collection Plate."
Mm, good one.
Because I heard that same CD, and but I think the album I heard before, somebody had once played me Riddle Box, so that was technically the first thing I heard. But it was like I was doing dishes in a restaurant, and it was something that somebody threw on. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like I didn't understand it at first, but
That's my shit.
but
Riddle box.
but when somebody was in a car with me and they played the Hocus Pocus EP, the one that's got "My Kind of Bitch" on it, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I was like, and then I heard "Forgotten Freshness" and "Great
Yeah.
Malenko" around the same time, and then I heard "Twisted" soon after that, and then I was like, all right, that's it, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Oh yeah.
Especially because when Twisted and ICP worked together at
Oh
the
yes.
time, it was magic. You
It was
never heard
beautiful.
Yeah.
with those people like that, and it was just like
Yeah.
magic, dude.
Yeah, I discovered Twisted back in 99, 2000. Back when I mean, come on, it's a fucking classic. Big Money Hustlers. Yeah.
Great movie.
Classic. I met my lady back in 1999. 1999. She was also into hard rock music, metal music, and I made her a sample CD because by that time I was already into ICP. So I made her a sample CD. Like, here are the best songs from ICP, which I find the best songs. I listen to this. And I say, you like Guns N' Roses? She says, yes, I'm a huge fan of Guns N' Roses. I said, good. There's this one song. If I let you listen to it, you will be sold. You'll be sold by ICP. So once again, I let her listen to Halls of Illusion. Bam, she got sold. And after that, she was hooked on ICP, and she knew certain type of stores, import stores that knew how to import type of music, from the US all the way over to the Netherlands. Of course, it's a little bit pricey, but hey, fuck it, you want it, you need it, you got to get it. So she got me some awesome shit. During that time, you had Bizarre Bazaar. My ladies from the Bizarre Bazaar era.
Oh, dude, I absolutely love those two CDs, dude. I got them for Christmas, and
Beautiful.
I'll tell you, dude, those are they don't get enough love, dude. They don't. They really don't.
Bizarre Bazaar.
I still owe Columbia House for a catalog of fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. So she ordered Big Money Hustlers, ICP Shockumentary, and then the ICP Barbie dolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the ones from Jekyll Brothers.
Yeah, these two. Hold on, they're right here.
Oh yeah, he's gonna pull some shit out of his collection. He's got some old fucking Juggalo shit. Oh look, he's got them right there too.
These ones.
Oh.
Those are different ones.
Yeah, but the thing is, I recently watched the Shaggy show, and Shaggy pulled out his action figure. But the thing is, the color pants and the jacket are different than the ones that he showed on his podcast. So I don't know what's up with this one, you know. But these were,
maybe he's got a special print.
I don't know. But these are way fucking old, and I love them. You know.
Yeah.
And that started your collection, huh?
Oh no.
What's the
Well,
oldest piece of ICP collectible material you've gotten in your collection?
Let's see. Technically, yes. These are the oldest ICP figures that I have. I also got the twisted uh, action figure from Soda Toys, the ones that they are where they are choking one another. They're connected.
Yeah.
You know the ones. I have the white
Yeah.
paint. There's also a red paint edition. I don't have that one. You got the from NECA Toys. You got the Head Knockers, and they have the Amazing Jekyll Brothers jerseys. Uh, you have the graffiti dolls where they go like this, with the big ass hands. They stand like so. And you got Shaggy with the red long dreadlocks. They got an
They had them
axe.
shits at Hot Topic.
Yeah, they had an axe, and they had like a golden Hatchet Man chain. And later on, they released the Hell's Pit edition of Violent J and Shaggy, where Violent J is holding a chainsaw and a blue shirt, and Shaggy is standing creepy as fuck with his hands like this. Also with the dreadlocks. Also got those stored away because there's just way too much here for me to display. Can't display everything. But yeah, after 1997, I got very deep and very heavily into ICP and Twisted and everything that came after. I started listening and following as well. I met a homie back in 2002, 2003. He was into Anybody Killer. I never heard of Anybody Killer. He said, homie, you need to listen to this album. And he gave me the album, ABK Hatchet Warrior. And I didn't have internet back in that day. So back in the day, it literally was you had to know a homie who knows a homie to get you that shit. And that is how we grinded on getting the knowledge on, hey, who's ABK? Who's Blaze that homie? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Dark Luz. Well, what's that all about? So you had to know someone to get what you need to get. Same with the original Juggalo show back in the day when they did the radio show. They did 4 episodes. Later on, they put it on a box set. They put it on music CDs. They had a big ass fucking red box set, and
Yeah,
you
I
had
remember that.
one to get it. And I know for people for people in the States, it is easy to get it. You go to your local music store, bam, you got it. But because I live in the Netherlands, I had to know someone to get what I need to get. And this is how I got my shit from people. Talking, listening. Go here, go there. It's over there. You can get this shit here. You can get that shit there. So that is what we did. We hustled, we grind, and we actually put work to get what we want. And nowadays, you have the internet. It is so simple. Just a click on that button. Bam, bam, bam. You have it. You got it. You can sit and relax. There's no hustle. There's no hunt. Tap, tap, tap. You have it. But back in the day, oh boy, oh shit. I
Yeah.
traveled from point A to point B to get what I want. So it was a struggle, but it was all worth it.
Almost like tape traders back in the day with wrestling.
Yes. Same
It's like, I got this, you got this. All right, well, how about you let me burn this off you, and then I'll have a copy of it. I remember doing that with people in high school. We go out.
Right.
I just picture a young Jake Juggalo in some sketchy alley in Amsterdam or something, fucking talking to a guy.
Find some JCW fucking VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Is this the real stuff? I don't want no bootlegs now.
Just a young Jake Juggalo and some sketchy grown up in a trench coat with, a bunch of shit on the inside of the trench coat. Yeah.
Almost. It was almost like that. There's more than just Amsterdam, by the way. But yeah, in Amsterdam, same shit. We go to a store, a clothing store, metal store. I say, I'm looking for a specific band. Which one? Insane Clown Posse. Oh, we got a couple of shirts. Really? How many? Let me get them for you. He goes, I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, and this one. I say, which? He says, which size do you want? I say, give me a 2X. You know, give me a 2X, boy. So he showed me like 6, 7 T-shirts. He was like, which one do you want? All of them. I want fucking all of them. So I took all of them with every store, everywhere where I find merchandise, CDs or whatever ICP or Twisted related. I was like, what do you got? We got this and this. Which one you want?
Give me all of it.
Give me all of it. So back in the day, I got paid really good with the work that I did. So I was like, gangster style. Yeah, here, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you have to put some money down first before we order it. No problem. There you go. There you go.
I do believe this is Polly the Clown in the chat.
Oh shit.
What up, Polly?
Eldrick.
Come get your promo cut. So you love the Juggalo scene so much, Jake. And you
Yes.
also love wrestling growing up. We all do. I mean, most of us Juggalos did love wrestling and storylines and kayfabe, whatnot. We don't have to go into what kayfabe really is, but you have taken upon yourself ever since you've done. Has it been since the inception of the Hive show, which was before the Juggalo show? You had done masks and kept your kayfabe. I know it's over 10 years, but I'm trying to like capture the moment where you actually took on the mask and was doing the show, and like, because I've seen the episode where you guys find masks, but before then, you guys were just wearing what, just regular wrestling masks that you had purchased elsewhere.
Oh no. In 2010, that's when I started making videos. This was my very first mask. I had this mask for a long time. I had this one in my closet, next to my T-shirts. And I was talking to my homie. I said, "Hey, we're gonna make a show. We're gonna make an internet show. It's gonna be called Juggalo Hives Show." Because before there was Facebook, you had Hives. Hives is like the Dutch version of Facebook back in the day. So we had our own social media back in the day. And I used this mask. And my friend used another mask. And later on, when I started researching on the internet, I found out that this mask was actually a copy of Blue Demon Jr. mask. Yeah.
Okay.
So I told my homie, I said, look, we can still make these videos, you know, because I have fun making them. But I don't feel quite right wearing somebody else's face, you know. I do not want to disrespect a luchador by wearing his face without permission. So what I did, I designed this mask for myself and for my friend. We got it made, and then we made this little movie called Juggalo Hive Show, the movie. It is in Dutch. It is in my native language. It tells the story on how we are preparing ourselves to make an episode. We get an envelope through the door. We open the envelope. It has a treasure map. The treasure map shows a location where we need to go to find a specific treasure. That treasure turned out to be our new masks. But we had to go through certain type of stuff to go there. You know, the road wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? There's some struggle, there's some stress, there's some comedy along the way to get where we need to get on this specific treasure map. But in the end, we got the treasure. We got the new mask. And that was back in 2012. So from 2010 to 2012, I had this one. And since 2012, I got this one. But every now and then, I like to wear this one as well. This is more stretchable. It is a different material. This one is a little bit more ruggish. Through the years, like all of us, we gained a little bit of weight. You know, we gained a little bit of weight. So this mask is a little bit outdated, you know, because my head got a little bit bigger, my body got a little bit bigger. So this is like a different mask that I use every now and then to make videos. But this is the OG one. It has the initials Jake. On the other side, it has the initials JHS, Juggalo Hive Show, just to remind me and the people that this is where I started, Juggalo Hive Show, and the professional show. That is where I went on.
Absolutely. And all the while, he has had a different cast of characters messing around with him.
Oh yeah.
Started out with you and a buddy with the show that you were just mentioning, and then you and Michael the Psycho worked together on the professional show, which was an interesting development. You said that this guy approached you on the internet and wanted to meet you so bad because he liked what you was doing.
Yes.
Because you guys lived close to each other, and that you had to work out an agreement with him in order to meet up. Like, let us know that story on how you met your other co-host on the actual professional show, and it's a great story.
Well, yeah, like you said, he has been a long-term fan, watching my old videos from the Juggalo Hive Show. Sadly, most of the Juggalo Hive Show episodes are locked on YouTube, not because of me, but because of my former co-host. He was the only one who had access to the YouTube channel. We broke up, and he put everything on private, most of it on private. So sadly, I cannot release all the old footage that we did back in the day, and if I did, most of it is in Dutch, so you wouldn't understand half of it. But yeah, Michael the Psycho, he was a long-term fan, contacted me. He said, I wanted to meet you up. I said, okay, that's good. But there's some rules because I have to go by train. No, first by metro, then by train. And it's like an hour and a half for travel distance from where we live. We don't live next to each other, which I did. So that way making videos would have been easier, but we had to travel a lot. So we traveled. I said, look, we can hook up, we can meet up, but there's a rule. If I see you with a cell phone, if I see you with a camera, I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna destroy it. You know? Because you will see me without a mask. I will pick you up without a mask. Because in the Netherlands and probably in the US as well, there is something that is called a burqa law. You are not allowed to walk outside wearing a mask that covers your complete face. Because of safety issues, you are not allowed to wear a full-on mask. That is called the burqa law. So I cannot travel while wearing this mask. If I do, I will get harassed by the police, by security, and I don't want that. I don't want that hassle. I don't want that book. So I told him, we will meet up without the mask. And if I see a camera or anything, I will destroy it. So we meet up. He says, okay, no problem. I'll do what you say. We meet up, him and his brother. I looked at him because I already knew what he looked like. He didn't have no clue what I looked like. So I walked up on to him, introduced myself, and he was like, oh shit. Immediately, he went like this. Here's my phone. His brother as well. Here's my phone. I took their phones. I said, Okay, cool. Here are your phones. Put them in your pockets. Let's talk. So from that moment on, I was like, okay, this is cool. They respect the law. They respect the rules. They actually gave their phones to me. Like, here it is. We're not gonna make pictures of you. We're not gonna be sneaky motherfuckers and be like, click, 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 click. Yeah, we got them on mask. They're like, no, here it is. So I gave it back. We talked here and there. Then we made a video, and ever since then, it clicked, and we started making the professional show. The first video that we made, it got banned now by YouTube. By the way, YouTube says after a couple of years ago, since we posted that video, YouTube decided that the video was too graphic, too violent, and it actually got removed. It was called "The Death of Justin Bieber." I had a little action figure of Justin Bieber. I put some toilet paper around it. We burned it, threw it on the floor. We stomped on it, and I called that video "The Death of Justin Bieber." For years, that video was on my YouTube channel, no problem. This year, YouTube said this video goes against all standards of blah 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 bullshittery. We remove your video. I'm like, what the fuck? After 10 years, they remove it? Like this fucking bullshit. But that's how we met. That's how we made the video. And that got us started to creating the professional show.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video. You guys had a BB gun too, didn't you? Yep.
Yes, that video also got removed. That video also got removed by YouTube. Also recently. I'm like, what the fuck is that? The title was called Justin Bieber Death Tape. Like, what the fuck's wrong with that? You know, we're shooting an action. We had a BB gun, you know, in the shape of a rifle, and we shoot his arm off. We shoot him in the face. It's an action figure, and I just called it Justin Bieber Death Tape. For years, no problem. But this year, YouTube said, nope, nope, nope. We removed the video.
Yeah, that's gun violence, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's too bad, dude. Hey, Paulie the Clown has a question, which I already know the answer to this. Jake Juggalo, how do you prefer to dress up your Dutch wieners?
well, good sir, Paul is I like to use a lot of mayonnaise, ketchup, some spices, and also some put some cheese on there, some melted cheese, some cheddar cheese or shredded cheese. Basically, a lot of versions of cheese go on that little hot dog wiener. Yeah, we here in the Netherlands, we rule. We are kings when it comes to cheese. We got so much variance of cheese and flavors. You couldn't imagine the flavors that we have, and we have it. So yeah, that's your answer to your question, good sir. Mayo, ketchup, and a lot of cheese.
Oh, that's gross. Talking about Famunda cheese. Ugh.
Oh, not that one. Not that one. Maybe a little head.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I dig all the stuff you've done. You've even invited me on. I mean, you've been doing the show for so long. It's an honor to be done some stuff with you in the past on the professional show, and we got along well enough that we took to making fun of each other on the internet, and this all started in the Forever Face Alley.
Oh.
Myself and Jake Juggalo were in the second Rumble in the Alley. What was it? WrestleMania?
Yes.
They called it. Here I was wearing a lucha mask.
Oh, I remember.
Yes. trying to act like I was Captain Charisma or some shit. And then here comes Jake saying that I infringed on his gimmick.
I remember.
And then I acted butthurt at first, and he was like, "No, I wanted to work with you, but then you took your mask off," and it was like, "Well, what are we gonna do now?"
No, you kind of changed the story there, buddy, but it's okay. Well, let me just tell the truth. This guy, bootleg dipshit, he wore a luchador mask. The color pattern was blue and white. Blue and white. And I was like, hey, hold up. If there's one luchador that wears a lucha mask that's blue and white, it's me, you know me, your homie, Jake Juggalo. So immediately I replied to his video wearing my blue and white luchador mask, and I told him, like, hey, I don't know who you are or what you're about, but you better take this mask off before I start shoving it down your throat. Because what you do right about now is copyright infringements, and I don't like that shit. I'm gonna beat you down for real. And he just talked to me in private, like, sorry, sir. So sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I'm so sorry. I'm never ever gonna put this mask on ever again. So I let him bask in it, bake in it, like, oh, this guy, he thinks I'm for real, he thinks I'm actually fucking pissed off about this. So I let him bake. I wait a couple minutes. And then I said, you know what? I'm just fucking with you. You know, that's the beauty of kayfabe. I said, I'm fucking with you. You can make any video you want. I was just fucking with you. And ever since that, the friendship, it grew. I fucked with his head, and I was like, oh, that's a good guy. So ever since then, yeah, it was on.
Yeah.
And then we came over to come get your promo cut and created it so we could cut promos year round without any restrictions. Kind of, you can't really. We didn't allow personal shoots about our personal lives, but other than that, yeah, dude. We've been doing it now for almost 3 years, right?
Yeah, there were some complications at the Forever Face Alley when it came to the WrestleMania, that a lot of people didn't really understood how a wrestling promo video works. When you cut a wrestling promo, I don't know if you watch wrestling, Killer. I don't. You're a wrestling fan?
I've watched some wrestling here and there throughout the years.
All right. Well, let me explain to you. Whenever a wrestler makes a promo towards another wrestler, they use reality and fakeness, and they mix it into one. Or they play a character, and this guy plays a character, but they take a part of their actual real world activities and they mix it with their character activities, and they mix it, and they start making a promo, and they insult their opponent, and because you as the viewer, you either know, either what actually is going on with that wrestler's real life, or you don't. But once you see that promo, you go like, oh shit, he went too far. He went too real. This is too real. But this is what they do in the wrestling world. They do this to shock you as the viewer. So that way you get either on his side or his side. So we did exactly the same thing that they do in the wrestling world. We create a promo, and we grab some of the reality stuff from our opponents, and we mix it with some bullshit. But sadly, not everybody knows how promo works, and a lot of people got upset by the way how we did our promos. So we decided to leave and create something else, which is called Come Get Your Promo Cut. Here on Come Get Your Promo Cut, we still make our promos. We insult each other. We verbally assault one another. We take some reality and we take some bullshit, and we still mix it into a little mud ball, and we throw it at our opponents. And here on Come Get Your Promo Cut, here people know the bullshit. They know that it's either real or it's not real. But we do not get offended by it because we all know at Come Get Your Promo Cut, we all watch wrestling and we all know how wrestling works and how a promo works. So nobody gets offended by it. And if they do, well, then that means you made a good promo and you actually got your opponent pissed off well enough for him to make a new promo towards you. Because that's how you got to do it. You throw the ball, you get the ball back. You throw it again, you get it back. You keep doing it until you say, I'm out, I'm done. And then you win or you lose. That's how you do it.
Because we got like a handful of people that joined after like almost 2 years of just like 3 of us doing it. A couple people came and went, but then we got like a handful of people that really wanted to help push it more. And I should be more involved. I'm guilty of not being in it that much, but
Yeah, that's right.
But like, the page is there. If anybody's interested in seeing it, man, me and Jake share it once in a while. So does Killer City Crusher.
Baroness.
The Baroness shares it. Yeah. We just shit on each other all the time, and it's all in fun. We ain't trying to like really insult each other. And the people that are actually in that group that don't actually do anything but see it, because people do see it but don't comment or nothing. We wish you would, but they get the humor. Otherwise, they wouldn't be around and watch it. You know what I'm saying? And we got a question in the comments. Everybody here, this guy says he's just been listening to the ICP discography for the first time and wants to know what we would pick as our favorite albums to listen to, basically.
Riddle Box.
Riddle Box, yeah. That's my shit.
Riddle Box.
Yeah.
See, for me, I like and I'll tell you why. I like Ringmaster only because it's like they took what they were building with Carnival of Carnage and they repped it up to another notch. You know what I mean?
Riddle Box for life.
But yeah, Riddle Box is really good one though. That's the one that got a lot of people into him, honestly.
That was my first shit back in 1995.
I mean, Riddle Box.
It's unanimous. Riddle Box.
And
Yeah.
and Great Malenko. Great Malenko was my first introduction to ICP, but once like I said, I ordered all 4 of them all at once.
Yeah.
And I got to listen to all of them at maybe in the incorrect way because I didn't have no internet. So
Listen to them in order. Nick Eats.
I just
Listen
put
to them in order.
Yeah, but when I was young and I had no internet and I got all these CDs, I just put them in. And later on, I looked at the year, the date of productions, and I'm like, oh wait, this is from 1990. This came out later. This came out here, and then you start reading the booklets, like, oh wait, Carnival of Carnage is number 1, and this is number 2, this is number 3, and oh, this is number 4. Oh, so I have to listen in this order. So then you listen to it again in the correct order.
Yeah, because you can tell with the first 3 Joker cards have a totally different production value than the last 3.
Oh, yes, and the voice is.
Oh, I don't know where I have it put up at.
You still have it, right?
The first 6, yeah, I got them put up somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like a collector's box.
Oh, because what's yours is mine.
Right.
14 days.
But yeah, I was gonna say but I dig that old school sound and vibe that it sounds like they went to just some studio, the first one they could afford, and like, recorded that shit and just busted it out. Jay was raw as hell in songs like the Juggalo and Psychopathic, and those are some great songs, dude. Jay did most of the work in the first record. It seemed like Shaggy didn't really come into his own until it came in, Riddle Box, and what was it? The one between those two, Beverly Kills. Check that one out too, by the way. That's a great EP. Beverly Kills is the shit.
I got them all. And not only that, if you have the Beverly Kills EP, when you open the EP, the CD is actually Brandon. Yeah, it's a picture of the actor that plays Brandon in Beverly Hills 90210, and he's got like a chipped tooth. So
Don't
yeah,
he have like a splash through his face too?
yes, you can get yourself a digital version of it. That's no problem. But for us back in the day, we need to have the hard copies. You know, the
The
books.
physicals, man.
Yeah, the physicals. Yes, sir, indeed. Oh, I just went to the toilet. And now
We had somebody actually taking a leak on our show. I mean, the Harvester took a shit during the show, so might as well just finish it off with that.
Did you shake it 3 times?
Hey, where is that motherfucker?
He's gonna wash his hands. I don't know. He's supposed to be off work by hopefully here in a few minutes. Because I don't want to keep Jake on too long. He's got to get his beauty sleep. That's why he wears the mask, by the way. When you get outworld like powers through summoning gods, you lose your facial features. They become very disfigured in the process. So it's like alchemy. You got to give up something to gain something. So he lost his facial features. That's why he's like. That's why he is.
yeah, and I'm never getting my mom. I'm never getting my mom or my dad back. You know, careful when you do alchemy. You know, don't be a full metal alchemist like I did, because you're gonna get fucked up. And if you don't get fucked up, somebody else gets fucked up, and that ain't good. But yeah, there's a reason why I wear this. You don't ever want to see me without it. Let me just say this: alchemy. If you don't know alchemy correctly, it's gonna mess up your face and your life. So don't do alchemy. Don't do drugs.
There you go. You heard it from him here first. Make sure you go to school too, kids.
Oh yeah.
And educations are important.
Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Give them to me.
Listen to your parents, and if not, go outside in the real world. See how long you'll last. With all them weirdos lurking around nowadays with them internets.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Jake. One more thing I wanted to talk about before we got out of here is your Masters of the Universe.
Oh, here we go.
There's one more thing that this man is completely consumed by and absolutely loves more possibly than being a juggalo or wrestling, and that's the Masters of the Universe. So how did that fetish become a thing for you? Because that's basically what it is at this point. It's his fetish.
Mom got him some.
You think he rubs He-Man on his nipple?
He got the bed sheets as a kid, and he just laid in naked.
Underwear.
Yeah.
The little underwear when he was at potty training.
So, yeah, how did it happen, Jake? How did you run into Masters of the Universe?
Well, I started watching Masters of the Universe back in 1983 when it first came out on the Sky Channel for us over here in the pond. I got the action figures, most of it, not all of it, but most of it. As you get older, your parents start throwing shit away because, that's what they do. And later on, as I get older, I started making money and I started realizing, like, hey, I can get all of this back. And that's what I did. So what I had left, what I still had as a kid, I kept it. When I got older, I started searching and looking around. Flea markets was a banger back in the day, and I got them for a cheap price. You got older, you go to comic book stores, you go to different stores, and you buy more and more. And now, 30 plus years later, I am still hooked to it. Mostly because it, it's nostalgia. Of course, it's nostalgia. But I like to keep them in box. You know what I mean? I like to keep my figures like this, in the box. Sure, I have doubles. The ones that I have as a double, I take them out of the box, I put them in the vitrines, glass cases,
In the
and
box.
yeah, the collection has grown over the years. It's not just the action figures; it's the merchandise that comes with it. T-shirts, hats, puzzles, stickers, coin banks, watches, domino shits, inflatable shits, a lot of stuff. Big puzzles, small puzzles, game boards. Like
As long as it takes me to pack up and move.
like
Oh,
they
God, I cannot imagine how long it would take Jake. Jake's stuck where he's at for the rest of his life unless he gets a bigger place.
It's going to take just to pack everything up.
it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while if I'm gonna have to pack all of this up, but I'd like to show you a little bit. Like I said.
You want to tour us a bit, man? Here you go.
Okay, how do I do this? I can't
You can
switch the
turn your
camera.
screen
Right?
down.
I'll just go like this. Just like so? Yeah, like so. Okay. This is just a small view of what I actually have because I have so much that you cannot show. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot. Like there's vintage, there's some new stuff mixed in. Like, yeah, there's a Ninja Turtle just chilling. There's a lot going on. But this one is my pride and joy. This is called the Eternia playset. It's the vintage one. Yeah, they remade it, but come on, vintage. Got to go with the vintage. Like, there's a lot going on here. All of them boxes.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg, dude. You got Spawn figures.
I got twisted figures. Like, I got Spawn. I got G.I. Joe. I got Terminator. Transformers. Uh, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Bucky O'Hare, like
Bucky
a lot.
O'Hare.
Like I said,
Seriously, let's talk about that.
This basically is just one room. This is just room number one with the collection. There's a room number two. There's a room number three, and there's a room number three-ish. So there is a lot. Like what you see here, like you said, is just the tip of the iceberg. I've been collecting for more than 30 years. I cannot contain all of this in one tiny room. It has to go in different separate rooms. And every now and then I like to take all of this off, replace it with other stuff so I can look at the other stuff. But yeah, it's
You're 44 years old now, aren't you, Jake?
no, 45.
45.
45.
He's an old man. Old man. Baroness says Pokemon shit. I guess we could close out the show with that topic. You lately have been taking on Pokemon Go for like the better part of what, a year and a half?
No, I started in halfway February. I started playing Pokemon Go, yes, on the cell phone. I'm not ashamed of it because of the game, I started walking a lot outside. A lot of walking activities to, to get your missions complete. And at first, I was a little bit skeptic. I'm like, yeah, catching Pokemons, all that shit. Fuck it. But after a while, I was like, okay, this game is kind of fun. It's addictive. And yeah, I walk outside. I walk for fucking miles and miles, and it's good for you. You know, walking is good. It's good for your condition. It's good for your body. It's good for your heart. It's good for your colon system. So yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I play Pokemon Go because I'm now more outside than I'm inside. Normally, when I'm done with work, I just sit down, relax, watch TV, drink, snack, fall asleep. But now I go outside, walk, come back in, sit, drink, snack, and then fall asleep. Next day, go to work and do your work. And then when I'm at my work, I also walk because I work outside. You know, I do landscaping. So I walk outside a lot. So yeah, it's good. It's a nice fucking game. And I realized there are way more people that actually play this game than I realized, and mostly of them are people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that actually play the game, and they all do it because they get their activities by going outside. So,
Yeah.
yes, bootleg, I play it, and I'm not ashamed by it because I lose weight and I build up my body by learning, by training, by how to walk more miles without
Now,
any
see,
hassle.
that makes me like the game a little bit more because it'll actually encourage people to go outside as opposed to like sitting in their house just tapping on a screen.
Right?
That's how I play it.
Game consoles. I got game consoles. I got PlayStation. I got Nintendo. I got Xbox. I have those things too. But I like to walk outside. You know,
Yeah.
every now and then in the weekend, I grab a bottle of alcohols. I go like, okay, now we're gonna play Dead Island on PlayStation 4. We're just gonna sit. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna sit here and kill some fucking zombies. But with this, it's like you want this new creature, you're gonna have to go outside and actually get it. You're gonna have to walk for it. You're gonna have to put effort into it. And with games inside, it's like, yeah, I got my controller, tap, 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 tap. I got it. You know, there's no real struggle unless for only this. But yeah, playing a Pokemon Go, it's a nice game. It's addictive. But I will
So,
say this. Yeah,
go ahead.
but I will say this. There is a new episode of the professional show in the works.
Okay, good, good. I was wondering because you did a little hiatus, which you do on the occasion, but I know that
Yes,
you do a little traveling with your lady every once in a while, so you put things together when you do that. And
yes,
I know
that is
that recently you did go see wrestling.
yes.
Lucky loser.
Yep, on the road to the Bash at Berlin. You were there.
Yes, we went to WWE Road to Berlin, Road to Bash to Berlin in Rotterdam, and it was freaking amazing. I made some videos. I recorded some videos, not that much because copyright and security. If they see you film the whole fucking deal, you are there's a chance they could confiscate your phone and they could escort you outside. So I did not want to risk that. I just wanted to enjoy seeing WWE live for my very first time. It was my first live show ever. So I did not want to mess that one up. I just recorded some intros, a couple of matches, short bits. But after that, I was like, I'm enjoying these matches, because I did not want to get kicked out and I did not want to get my phone confiscated. So yeah, I watched it with respect and it was
Right.
fun.
Absolutely, dude. I'm glad you got to do that, man. That's like now that you've seen WWE live, now if you could see ICP in concert, you'd have your bucket list.
I did see ICP live back in 2003. back in 2003, during the sixth Joker's card, the Wraith, they they did their world tour and they showed up in Tilburg and the next day in Amsterdam. So me and my lady, we bought tickets for Tilburg and Amsterdam. So with the first day Tilburg, next day, boom, Amsterdam, and we saw two shows in 2 days in the Netherlands back in 2003. So yes, we've seen them live. We went on stage. I gave Violent J a big fucking hug. And back in the day, I smoked weed and I made a joint. I put it in a protective case. I gave him a hug. I I showed him the joint. I put it in his side pocket in his shirt. I put it in there, and while doing that, he was still rapping, looking at me, and he's a big motherfucker. He's big. He's bigger than me. He looked at me. He's like looking like he goes like this. Like, yeah, it's cool. Then, baba, I went like, for you, here, smoke. He's like this. Grabbed my lady. I flung her towards Violent J. She grabbed him. He grabbed her. Like a little tap on the head, like tapping the shirt on the back. Little winky winky, because he likes them girls like he likes them ladies short. I've noticed that. He likes short ladies, Violent J. Shaggy, however, he went like this. Too many people on stage. Gone. Shaggy was gone. Shaggy was gone. Violent J was the only one on stage. You had 40, 50 juggalos on stage screaming, "We'll never die alone. Juggalos will carry on. Swing our hatchets if we must, each and every one of us." I'm like, fuck yeah. So 2003,
Yeah, on each show with that.
and hopefully next year, unless they cancel it, of course, there will be the um, what was that name again? The farewell tour. They're going to do a farewell tour. They should have done it this year, but for some reason they've changed the tour dates. So now the farewell tour is going to start next year, which means, fingers crossed, they will show up in Europe, the Netherlands as well. So please, let's hope they keep their word, because they already back in 2020, they should have been here in the Netherlands as well. The hysterical hysteria tour with Dope DOD back in 2020, they should have been here. They made flyers, and then the flyers, they just disappeared, and then it came up with an excuse like, because of blah 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 issues, the hysterical hysteria tour has been canceled. I'm like, God damn it. So they should have been here with Dope DOD. And Dope DOD are also Dutch rappers. They're from the Netherlands as well. So let's hope that next year ICP keeps their word and actually show up in the Netherlands for their farewell tour.
To find Jake Juggalo on YouTube, look up the Jake Juggalo, all one word.
Yes.
And you can find episodes of the professional show.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
We are the Hordecast Live, Neekits. Eats, you can find us at the Hordecast Live on YouTube. Just look up the Hordecast Live, all in caps, and you'll find us. People ask them to find our stuff. We appreciate that. Absolutely.
Yes.
General Deuce was in the chat, who also helped us get your promo cut up and going. Got to give him credit where credit is due. Absolutely. So, but yeah, see, we got a thanks. There you go. See. But yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on. I guess the harvester's still hung up at work. But we don't want to keep you
It
up.
happened. Usually it's me hung up at work.
Yeah, but he was off today, so it was good to have you around, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got anything to ask Jake, man?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I do.
I mean, I'm here right now, so shoot whatever it is that you want to ask me.
I
Go
wasn't
ahead.
prepared. I realized that we were doing this earlier, and then I took a nap, and I came to this directly from my nap.
Yeah, you'll absolutely love the professional show if you like Jake as a person
Yes,
on the show here.
good shit.
That's what you're gonna get on your show. Only he's gonna be doing a lot of different stuff. So he goes here, there, a little bit everywhere. Like he says, he can't travel with the mask on, but he always puts it on. Before we go, Jake also did a gathering of sorts for the underground over there in Europe. Because his at the time his personality got enough recognition that some of the hip hop artists from, was it Germany, Jake, that invited you over there to host?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That was back in 2013. That was a beautiful year. 2013 was a beautiful year because of the videos that I made. Like I said, I put the video out on YouTube, and people all over the world, they get to see it, they get to watch it. They either like it or they don't. It's the same with ICP. You either love it or you don't. You hate it or you love it. It's whatever. I make the videos because I like doing it. I like making it, and if there are like 4 or 5 people that actually love it, then hey, I did my job there. Like, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the millions of views. I just do it because it helps me feel good. It gives me a good feeling while making these videos. And if people watch my videos and also get a good feeling of it and actually have a good time watching it, and that's good. So these people in Germany, there's like back in the day, there was like a German version of Insane Clown Posse called Monster City Freaks, and these guys, they
Those dudes
contact.
are the shit. I enjoy them.
Oh, they're good. Monster City Freaks. You can check them out on
Freaks, yeah.
YouTube. And these guys, they contacted me. They said, "Look, we're hosting, we're presenting like a little mini festival, like a little gathering of the Juggalos idea, And they wanted me to be like the ringmaster, to host the show, to announce the musical artists over there. So I had to travel all the way to Germany. And yeah, I played the host on that festival, and they started that whole festival all by themselves from their own pockets. They made more. They made a huge financial loss by hosting that festival. By setting the stage up, creating everything. But we had a fucking good time. 3 4 days, a absolute fucking beautiful time we had there. We did it 2 times, 2013, 2014. After that, I went to Switzerland when I met another rapper who made a brand new album, Tis and Simsalabim, De Verloren Kinder, translation, The Lost Children. And they wanted me to host at their show. And these guys, they rented a nightclub, a whole fucking nightclub, just for them to produce, to show the people, like, look, we have a new album. These are our new songs. And they took us from the Netherlands all the way to Switzerland just for me to be there as the ringmaster in a nightclub. And I made videos. I made sure all of this got recorded. It's on my YouTube channel. And like I said, I may not have the most YouTube views like other people, but I do this because I enjoy doing this. And like I said, if I have 5 or 10 people enjoying these videos that I make, good enough. Not doing it for the money, not doing it for the views. I'm doing it to entertain the people all around the world. But yeah, Monster City Freaks, Tis and Simsalabim. If you haven't checked these guys out on YouTube yet, be sure to check them out. They're from Germany, they're from Sweden. Good guys. I love them. Talk to them. regular basis.
Yep.
What
They
up,
even had
Harvester? I see you.
They even had a action figure of you painted up in one of their music videos.
Yeah,
Giving you
that
some
is an
props.
action figure. That is an action figure that I made. I made that action figure, and I gave it to them. Same with the plushie action figure of a bunny style Hatchet Man. My lady made that from scratch with the needles and the threads. She made that one. We made it. We gave it to these guys, and these guys, they used it in their videos. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
That's what we all do it for, Deuce. Jake Juggalo. Here at the Hordecast, we all do it for just the love of the game, man. We love the underground, and we love sharing it. We love being.
I will
involved.
take your credit card information though.
Yeah, Donnelly will take all that credit card information from everybody if you feel the need to give it away.
I don't
Oh,
see
I
any
bet.
Donnellys around here.
Or Killa, sorry.
Killer. You're talking about Killer.
Yeah, but Harvester, how you doing,
Yeah.
buddy?
I got stuck at the old work, and I rushed home as quick as possible so I could jump on here and say "fuck off."
They pulled the car up in front of the fucking door on the porta potty, didn't they?
They did.
You were
They flipped
trapped.
that bitch. They tried to flip it over, but they don't realize that I love that shit.
Yeah, you gotta knock it over, fucking door side down.
Yep. You just hear me gurgling in there. I'm fucking
Yeah.
screaming. I'm screaming
He
through the
comes out
vent
looking
tube.
like a fucking Smurf.
By the way, Nick Eats, if you're still watching, check out Long Live Evil. You can look up longliveevil.com or Zulmart.com, but you do yourself a favor and check out some All Azuli Lou, fun time guys, super famous fun time guys, SON. They are doing stuff like Psychopathic used to do. If you want to get that old school family vibe that people were feeling back then, Long Live Evil's doing it right, my friend. Go check them out. If you didn't get one of these shirts in time, too late.
Ah,
Yep. The old pre-order's up right now. Gonna place them in and get them rolling.
Yep. And but it ain't too late to make sure you're signed up for the free mask and cloak giveaway.
I did that.
Jake
I
did
did
that. Now,
Yes.
if Jake wins, it's going to cost a lot of money to send that stuff over to the Netherlands. So we'll probably all have to band together to send it.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm never, ever going to win because now he's like, oh, shit, this is going to cost me money to send it overseas. Now, fuck this guy. I'm just going to give it to the next guy.
Fuck that guy anyways, you know? I'm only here to tell you to fuck off.
Well, fuck you too.
hey, I'm gonna tell all y'all to fuck off because I gotta run.
Man.
So fuck you
Yeah.
and you, Jake. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah, you're all right. But fuck the rest of y'all. I'm out.
All right. See ya, Killa. Have a good one, man.
To use the words as businessman,
Go away already.
Killer.
So,
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
also, if
So,
you haven't got the chance to hear it yet, go check out Underground Assholes by our homies, the Michigan Misfits, and the truest underground assholes of all time, the super famous Fun Time Guys. It's a great song. It's a banger. Make sure you check it out. I don't have a flyer for our next guest on Monday because I haven't figured out what we're doing yet on Monday. So, shows how professional I am, huh, Jake?
Fuck yeah.
Indeed.
Guy's a real fucking loser.
But October's going to be a big, big month.
Well-
Womp's got Wompzilla. The Womp thing has something special lined up, along with the Michigan Misfits, who have already planned their show out. We didn't even get to work this show out. They just fucking said this is how it's going down. So
Yeah,
the
I love them
18th
guys.
of October, isn't that what they said?
Yeah,
Be
something
sure
like
to
that. I don't.
Be here for
Cody
the
will-
Michigan Misfits.
I'm sure Body Rod will come in here and kick us in the dick.
Yeah, you know he's gonna.
good. Yeah.
They've been going live lately, so if you get a chance to check it while they're live because they usually delete it right afterwards because they don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah,
It's
I
that
mean,
good.
they're mad fun too to jump in with live. So
Hell yeah. Love from Texas. Well, thanks for watching us tonight, man. And Jake, thanks for being a fucking stud and a professional and hanging out with us as late as it is, man. It's been an honor to have you on, and I think we covered most of the stuff that we wanted to talk about.
Oh, there's so much more. There's so much more. Well, you can follow me. You can follow me on Facebook, Jake Paul Shipper. Yes, Facebook made me change my name because of reasons. But you can follow me also I'm on Instagram, Jake the Jake Juggalo or Jake Juggalo, YouTube, the Jake Juggalo. I used to do TikTok, but I don't anymore because reasons, But yeah,
thank God.
make sure to be aware that a brand new episode of the professional show is now in the works. Today, I have started recording the first bits of the professional show. So it is in the works. It will be here soon. Editing takes a lot of time. As always, filming ain't no problem. No problem. Editing takes a lot of time. And since I'm a man who's very busy, it'll take a little bit, but I'll make sure that you will not have to wait that long for a brand new episode to come along. So be aware.
God, man, you made us wait awful fucking long to finish that sentence.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. It is 2:30 in the early fucking morning over here. So sue me, Harvester. Sue me. Let's see how you function at 2:30 in the fucking morning.
I love that shit.
Good.
Oh,
You didn't
God.
see? You see my promo? I loved it. I ran through all your guys' tests. I love it. I
Good.
shocked my balls. I did it twice. I enjoyed it.
I've seen it.
So nuts.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be back on all of these platforms soon enough. I'm just taking a little hiatus, a little time off, if you know what I mean.
So you can
Good.
play
Working on them hemorrhoids.
Maybe. Who knows? You'll never know with me. When I take the mask off, you don't know. You don't know me. But when I put the mask on, you know me.
Mhm.
His face has hemorrhoids, you see.
Yeah. Herpes.
Well, your background looks a little bit like herpes right about now, Harvester. So yeah,
That's
it's
because
very
Johnny
good.
P ate my ass.
Yeah, I can tell. You look like a little dingleberry.
You can't help it. You can't help it. Johnny P left that there. I mean,
You gotta pay the rent.
yeah, he had Harvester's got to pay the medical bills because of all
Yeah.
his fucking all of his stones he gets.
Yeah,
all
I
the
bet.
kidney stones.
Yeah,
I
all
bet.
the kidney stones he gets. He's got to let Johnny P eat his ass for the bill money.
I bet.
Yep.
Hey, Harvester. Also, before I go off, before I jump off, would you please stop leaving your fucking seeds here? You know.
Yeah, I can't
you-
promise anything.
Could you please stop? Stop putting all these seeds here in my house. 'Cause one is enough. Two is too many. The first one, I'm not even going to talk about it because it's still running around here in this goddamn fucking house. It's
Are you
already made.
serious that this man can leave his seed in the carpet and it grows into pumpkins?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
well, yes, he does. There is a kid here walking around with a pumpkin face. Every now and
Yeah,
then, I
see,
give it some food. It runs away. I don't see it for 2 weeks. Then it shows up again. I throw it some food again, and it just hides again. But please, harvester, enough with the pumpkin seeds, okay? You got to take care of the first seed that you left here that's walking around. Know what I mean?
I have no control. It's a
Has a-
wild
has a-
thing out there.
I want to say the harvester has more kids than a sperm donor.
Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second before I go. There's something. 1 second here.
Steven and Stick probably kicks the shit out of all them pumpkins.
Oh man, this guy's long-winded. Hey Jake, can you hear me? Jake,
So long-winded.
Yeah. I can hear you.
yes. Oh, there he is. Ah, Gucci, goo.
Could you please take this kid with you? It is fucking annoying. Look there. Yeah, look. There's your dad.
Spitting image.
Yeah. That's your dad. Yeah, that's right. Say hi to your real dad. Yeah, go.
I
You talking about
screenshotted
bootleg?
that shit. I screenshotted that. Now I'm gonna post it
He loves that shit.
because Jake's taking care of his baby.
Not my
That's
baby.
right.
Not my baby.
That's right.
You signed a birth certificate, dog.
No, I did not. I never did. Hold on. I never signed for this. But make sure to pick up your kid, between now and whenever, because I don't really care about
Hey,
this
that's
thing.
child abuse.
I don't care. I
Hey,
don't
man.
really.
Got your
Be
Dutch,
careful
don't
if you
give a
crack
shit.
his head open, there'll be more of them.
And I'm
No.
not trying to be racist. That's just the way it is over there in the Dutch. The Dutch people, they have a different sense of humor. All right, I'm gonna cut this off before it gets too violent here. Jake's starting to torture the harvester's pumpkin seed here. Jake, thanks for being on.
Later,
yeah.
Jake.
Yeah, sure.
And,
I wish I could say sorry I missed the first hour, but I would be lying. Just fucking with
Likewise.
you, Jake. Hey,
It's
man,
been-
you have a great one, brother.
It's been a good run without you, but now you're here. It's time for me to skedaddle. But yeah, take care of your goddamn kid, Harvester, and it's good seeing you. But I'm just gonna leave you guys with these words. It's me, you know me, you homie, Jake Juggalo. Keep it wicked, keep it positive, do what you got to do to get high, to get by, to get dry. But for now, keep it wicked, keep it positive. Gotta go, bounce. Thank you for having me. And
all right, man. We'll see you on the other side and shit. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Tom Martino, thanks for popping in at DWN Productions. Go check out his wares, man. DWNProductions.com or .net. Is it .net?
Both. You should go to both.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Go check them out. Get some masks and shit. All right.
Props.
Yep. Jake,
yeah,
go to bed.
nah, I'm good.
All right. Peace.
All right.